Well, I'm a punk rocker. Yes, I am. Onions family, right now we're in a time where it's as important as ever to have this punk rocker mentality. When life starts beating up on you, you beat back, all right? We're fighters, okay? We don't just sit here and take it. We get up on our feet and we fight back because we know what we believe and we fight for that. And that's what makes us so strong, all right? Once you start peeling back more of these layers through these videos that I'm going to continually upload for you all, you guys are going to be unstoppable. So, welcome to today's video, Onions family. We are going to be talking about aliens and their UFO breach sites that are deep within our Earth's oceans. Okay? The oceans, honestly, we know less about our own oceans on Earth than we do about space. So when you hear someone telling you that sounds like bullshit, there's no way aliens are in our ocean, what the fuck? Those are the same people saying there's aliens in space. We know more about space than our fucking oceans. Who are you to tell me there are not aliens in our oceans? And exactly. So I'm going to get to a couple reasons as to why there are these aliens in our oceans. The breach sites are efficient. These aliens, they're spaceships, they're technologies. These UAPs, unidentified anomalous projects, like they can fly through space. If a craft can fly through space at these accelerated speeds that these aliens are traveling at, it's a no-brainer that it can handle the immense pressures that you find at extreme depths in the ocean. So it makes complete sense that an alien is going to have a breach site somewhere where they can stop off on the way to doing whatever they need to do on Earth. You feel me? And so these sites are located deep within our ocean, namely spots like the Marianas Trench, where we humans would like to believe we have a decent, good understanding of the mappings and the geographies of these sites. But on a realistic note, we don't have the technologies to even witness this stuff with our bare eyes. We're sending computers down, robots. We're measuring this stuff with sonar technology, radio capabilities, okay? This isn't like anything we've actually witnessed with our eyes, okay? So there's no evidence that can even dispute my alien theory. There's only evidence that can encourage it. So that's what I want to communicate to you. So think of any UAP or UFO sighting ever. Yes, those UFOs, they are staging at these staging points deep within the U.S. oceans, Atlantic, Pacific, even Indian Oceans. Wherever there's these deep points where our oceanographers and our marine scientists really haven't been able to study and map these terrains, that is likely where these staging points are. So think of it as like a truck stop. A trucker is on his trucking route. He's going to stop at truck stops along the route. Because, it's hard to fucking drive for like 2 days straight, right? So you're going to stop, you're going to bang a lot lizard. So aliens are the same, right? They're going to stage at these staging points deep within the ocean. And think of it just like a truck stop. These aliens are going to bang like some alien lot lizards, you name it. And, yeah, so they're definitely just like alien rest stops, and they're located deep within the ocean. And this stuff is really interesting because it really makes sense that they would hide these rest stops within the ocean. If these aliens are staging off on land, it's going to be way easier for humanity to take note of that and really jot down their existence, right? For a fact. So because we have satellite imagery, the one thing that satellite imagery really lacks on is mapping the ocean, and that's because water is not like just oxygen. It's a liquid, it's not a gas, so light doesn't pass through it as easily, so you're not going to get a good mapping of the ocean floor with the satellite imagery, at least with the technology that we have at our disposition. So really the ocean is just an anomaly to us, and I think that that's really cool though, right? Because the ocean's really in a lot of us humans' backyards, and space is so far away, so I think it's really interesting that we know more about space than we do our own ocean, right? So I'm going to leave you with just a moment to think about that. Think about really why, like, that's so interesting. How do we not even know that much about our oceans? And I think it's really, in my opinion, from my point of view, it's just because of the lack of time and resources we've spent into trying to understand our oceans, and then also the harsh conditions that come with trying to understand our oceans, such as these high pressures when you're reaching these low depths, as well as these lack of lights, cold environments, and there's predators like the ocean or the space. No astronaut that we have has encountered any form of predator, right? But plenty of people swimming in the ocean get bitten or eaten by sharks. So I'll leave with you just a moment to think about that, how interesting it is that we know more about space than our own oceans. Now, the light of this information may cause some of my audience panic, but I want to reassure you that I don't think aliens are going to be an issue for the average you and me anytime near in the future. I think, just as I said in my last video, I'll reciprocate it again. Knowledge is power, so I think the important thing here is acknowledging the existence of these staging grounds, these alien staging grounds deep within our oceans, and it really doesn't need to go further than that at the moment, because I think as the moment stands right now, our biggest issues are the ones that we see, the ones that we're witnessing with our eyes, the mass genocide going on, the huge wealth disparities, corrupt governments all around the world. So I think those are the main issues right now. So as far as this alien stuff goes, just make sure you're aware and be curious, guys. I think I don't believe in the phrase curiosity killed the cat. I really think it was a lack of curiosity that killed the cat. I think we need to be more curious. We need to poke around. We need to fucking stick our noses into shit. We need to fucking learn this dirty information, and, we need to get to a point where we can accept these facts and not let them destroy us. We need to have the power to hold the knowledge and, but also have the strength to hold the knowledge, not let it tear us apart. Still be a put-together individual, but with the knowledge to really change minds. So that's really what I'm trying to cultivate here with my Onions audience, and I really thank you guys for coming here back and back, time and time again, and just sticking out with me, I'm really over here just yapping, and I'm telling you guys real fucking shit, so I appreciate you listening. Like, no one's over here forcing you to watch my videos. They're fucking on YouTube, and they get, 10 views as the moment stands, so I really appreciate every single one of you for coming back and listening, and I'd like to reiterate, and we'll close off on this alien topic, so let's move into more of a concluding kind of factor. So we're now aware that these aliens have these staging grounds, these kind of truck/rest stops that these aliens like to use, that are deep within our oceans, Marianas Trench, other deep parts of our ocean that we don't have a good understanding of yet, is where these aliens are resting, stopping off before they go do their other alien activities, right? And namely, this information is just important to know, take note of, and just be aware of it, because the aliens, like I said earlier, I don't think that they pose an imminent threat to us, and potentially, I like to think of things with more of an open mind. Like, you give me a reason to think foul of you, fair enough, right? But I'm not gonna have foul thoughts going into a interaction where I'm oblivious, right? I think that that's an ignorant point of view. So, you can take that with an AI, or you can take that with an alien too. So, I think you want to go in with your best intentions. So, you know, these aliens, yes, they're trespassing on our planet, but me, I'm for open borders, so welcome. And thank you for watching this Onions video, and I just want to remind you guys that knowledge is power, and thank you for watching all the way through, and remember, open your eyes. Once you're awake, you really start to see what's going on.